Unfounded prejudice. It is obvious that to pursue an agenda and to follow prejudice is not conducive to objective research. Anyone who intends to do research about a subject and to get to the truth of a matter must discard his unfounded prejudices against and hatred towards it, and then begin his investigation. When, during the process of the investigation, a piece of evidence is found in a tradition, one should investigate its narrator in order to prove his reliability. If the narrator's reliability is confirmed, then his tradition should be accepted, regardless of whether he is a Sunni or a Shi'i. It is against the rule of fairness and the method of investigation that the traditions of a reliable narrator be rejected simply because he happens to be a Shi'i or is accused of being one. In fact, fair-minded scholars among the Sunnis have been aware of this prejudice. In this connection, Asqalani comments, one of the instances when one should pause in accepting the opinion of the person who is engaged in discrediting a narrator is to investigate whether there exists a difference in the matter of creed between the person who is engaged in discrediting and the narrator who is being discredited. For example, Abu Ishaq Jazjani was a Sunni who hated the Ahl al-Bayt, a Nasibi, while the people of Kufa were famous for their Shi'i-ism. Hence, he discredited the Kufan narrators in the most severe terms. Accordingly, people like Amash, Abu Nu'am and Abd Allah b. Musa, although the leaders and pillars of narrators of hadith, were declared unreliable by him. Kushairi says, and quote, the motives of the people resemble the pits of fire. And quote. Consequently, in such instances, a statement about the narrator's reliability has preponderance over a statement about his unreliability. Similarly, Muhammad b. Ahmad b. Uthman Dahabi, following his account about Aban b. Taglib's life, writes, if someone objects to why we declare him trustworthy, in spite of the fact that Aban was among the people of innovation, i.e., Shi'is, I say thus, innovation is of two kinds. One is a lesser type like the extremism in Shi'i-ism, or Shi'i-ism without extremism and sinful deviation. This kind of innovation was common among a number from the second and third generation of the companions of the Prophet, in spite of the fact that their piety and moral probity were beyond reproach. If it is decided that the traditions reported by such narrators should be rejected, a large number of prophetic traditions would necessarily have to be rejected. The wrongness of such an opinion is self-evident. The second type of innovation is of a greater type, such as the complete rejection of the first three caliphs, and the cursing of Abu Bakr and Umar. Indisputably, the traditions reported by this group have no value and should be rejected. In short, anyone who undertakes research and wants to discover truth should not accept such statements of the unreliability of a narrator at face value. Rather, he should try to uncover the reason for discrediting a narrator and whether that person truly deserves such a judgment. Content sources. Number 1. Lisan al-Mizan. Volume 1, page 16.